Next on the WB.
You're here, job's there, that's reality.
Absence makes the heart grow restless.
Do you miss her when she's gone? Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine.
You look a little flushed.
And opens temptation's door.
It's nothing to be afraid of, it's just dancing.
Now an all-new Hyperion Bay.
Was it good for you?
That was the sex against which all other sex will be judged. Oh. I wasn't expecting to have sex like that until at least my 40s.
So that's a good thing, right?
All right.
Well, you don't seem sure.
Well, what do I have to look forward to now?
We could do it again.
Okay. I gotta go. I gotta go to the city. Work.
Okay.
I could lose my job.
I know.
It's the best job I ever had.
It's the 4th job you've ever had.
I gotta go.
Breakfast?
No.
It's the most important meal of the day. Just going back and forth to San Francisco, that's got to be tiring.
Depends what's on the radio.
Well, how long are you going to keep doing that?
You're here, job's there, that's reality.
We could alter reality.
How?
You could explore a new career as a kept woman.
Oh, I love post-feminist humor.
I'm serious.
Dennis, this isn't the time.
All right. You're right.
I gotta go.
Have you ever had phone sex?
Just with strangers. You know, those 900 numbers cost a fortune after a while. Why?
I am the king of hot chat.
Or not.
R2.
Oh, I'll call you later and we'll see about that.
Oh, it's been too long.
Yes, it has been quite a while. And you are?
Tess of the D'Urbervilles, last in the line of a decadent aristocracy.
How's it going, Minnie?
Fine. We're set for Thursday.
Good.
Oh, Didier's here.
He is?
Yeah, came in for the sale with Mr. Austin. He's in your office. Problem?
No. Didier. How nice to see you. Get out of my office.
Well, they had to put me somewhere, and they tell me you're never here anyway.
Question is, what are you doing here? I thought you never came west of 9th Avenue.
I convinced Austin to come in for the memorabilia sale.
Oh, I thought he hated the idea of us selling memorabilia, especially rock.
He does. But it was a good excuse to see you, since you never come to New York anymore.
Well, there's not much call, is there? There's plenty to do right here.
You owe me dinner or something.
Dinner sounds possible.
The house with the fireplace. The one that Jennifer restored, that's the one I want.
Think she'll go for it?
Well, I hope so. She did such a great job to the fireplace. She should be able to look at it anytime she wants. You know, fix a place up, get furniture, some black appliances for the kitchen. This could happen.
Do you miss her when she's gone?
No. No, not at all. I mean, I never completely fall asleep. You know, I lose my appetite and I live on protein drinks. I had a $600 phone bill the last time she left, but hell no. I don't miss her. How about you? How are you holding up?
Progress. I don't sit in the dark staring out the window, waiting for his car to come in the driveway.
Are you and Nick talking?
We talk about small stuff, car insurance, house payments, who pays what. It's about all we can handle right now.
And this stuff is hard.
You know, if we were amoebas, we could reproduce without having sex. It would save a lot of trouble.
Cut down on the fun, though.
Amy? Amy Sweeney.
Brian, hi. Brian, this is my brother-in-law, Dennis.
Hi.
Brian Stewart, hi. Glad to have you back.
Thank you.
How's Nick?
Nick and I split up.
Separated. Maybe just temporarily.
I'm sorry. You two were together a long time.
Yeah.
7 years.
I finally talked my dad into buying that lot adjacent to the store.
Well, business must be booming.
Can you come by the store later, talk about what I need to do?
Sure.
Glad I ran into you.
Yeah, me too.
See ya. Nice guy.
Yes, he is.
Known him a long time?
Only since nursery school.
Is he married?
Why don't you buy me a cup of coffee and we'll talk about making an offer on that house?
He doesn't act married.
Memorabilia escapes me.
One thing this place has taught me, cost is not a factor of value.
Meaning?
Value is what someone is willing to pay, not the actual cost of the thing.
You disappeared from New York.
You disappeared first, remember? You came back here.
They said you were down the coast.
With my boyfriend, Dennis. He moved down there for work.
Oh, he's down there, you're up here.
I go back and forth.
That's another GU relationship.
GU.
Geographically undesirable.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Duncan has distance.
His name is Dennis.
Dennis, Duncan, Durwood. You like guys that live in other towns.
Dennis and I started out in the same town. This is where we met.
And now he's moved somewhere else. So when things naturally atrophy,
What a terrible word.
he'll be free again. If this sale is successful, Austin will want you to do one in New York. I could tell him how indispensable you are. You come for a few months.
You're complicating my life.
No, I'm not. I'm offering you a way to simplify it.
Let's see how it goes.
All right.
Testing!
Wake up.
Hey, I'm with you.
See if you can get an answer from your brother about the lumber. I don't want this stuff walking away.
Okay, sure. Hey. Hey. Dad wants to know if we can stack the lumber on the dock side of the building.
Yeah, well, we have 24-hour security. We could put somebody out there if you want.
No, Dad wants.
Okay. How's it going?
Well, if you mean the job, fine. If you mean something else,
What else could I mean?
mind your software.
It's Prime.
Who paged?
Ken Wertzman.
Mr. Wartzman, what can I do for you?
Wertzman Construction. That's your service. And it's Ken, please.
This is my brother, Nick.
Nick, good seeing you.
Hi.
What's I imagine you don't allow smoking on
No.
premises.
No, you're in California.
Oh, right. We just finished a job in Munich. Put ashtrays in the elevators. God, I love Europe.
Well, come on in.
Oh, thanks. I was in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd stop in for a shake and a howdy.
Well, if you're asking about the canteen renovation...
Oh, little bird already told me you went with your dad on that one. Yeah. Now, I understand. Keep it in the family. Would have been a small job for us, but we put a bid in just to let you guys know we were around and ready to help. I know your dad will do great work.
You know our dad?
Oh, yeah, a long time ago. Yeah. I just want you to know, in the future, if it's something bigger than your dad can take care of, I'm available to you. 110%. Home number is written on the bottom here. Now you men get back to work. Bye-bye.
Well, property around here is really going up in value.
That's bad.
Yeah, the sooner you make your move, the better.
Let's do it.
Okay, they're asking 20, we'll offer 15 and see what they come back with.
Great. Great. You know, I'm sorry about you and Nick.
Me too.
Must be hard living in the same town.
Yes, it is.
Are you seeing anybody?
Well, we saw a therapist for a while, but that really was a total disaster.
No, I mean, are you seeing anybody socially?
I haven't, no.
I don't know what the protocol is here, so let me just blunder in. Would you like to have dinner sometime? With me?
Gee, Brian, I don't know.
You eat, don't you?
Occasionally.
Well, it won't be like a date. It'll be like friends talking with food.
I'll think about it, okay?
Okay. All right, thanks for your help.
Whoa! Yeah, we meet again. Yeah, Nick, huh? You don't remember me, do you?
And I'm afraid I don't.
Well, you were just a baby. Your brother wasn't even around.
Oh.
How's your mom?
She's good.
Good. And your dad, how's he?
He's good, too. How do you know my dad?
Oh, we did some business years ago. You never mentioned it?
Well, you'd be surprised, but he doesn't tell me.
You'd be surprised how unsurprised I'd be. Nick, I'd like to buy you a drink. Been hearing good things about you. I'd like to pick your brain a little. We got that job on Cooper Road, and I'm looking for a local man to manage it for me. I thought maybe you might have some thoughts on the matter and be able to point me towards a good man. Hey, Frank? Long time no see.
Ken?
Talking to your son. You got a fine young man here.
Thanks. Nick, I want you snapping the chalk line in there.
Sure. Nice talking to you, Mr. Wartzman.
Ken, catch you later for that drink.
Sure.
How you been, Frank?
Can't complain.
Small world.
Getting smaller by the minute.
We'll have an autumn theme and be for all the alumni, not just one particular class. You'd be the most famous alumni. So I thought it would be a good idea for you to be on the committee with me.
And you thought of me because I had such a great time in high school, right?
Oh, come on. Remember how much fun the dances were?
I didn't go to any school dances.
Then you really should be on the committee for this one. You can bring Jennifer if you want.
If she's here.
Oh?
She's back in San Francisco right now. Work.
Well, this will keep you busy while she's away. You don't have to do much. Just sign a few letters and go to one meeting.
I don't know, Trudy.
How long will she be away?
Excuse me. Dennis Sweeney.
Guess what I'm wearing?
What?
Guess what I'm wearing?
I haven't a clue.
I'm wearing a transparent spandex mini dress with very high heels, too much eye makeup, and very red lipstick.
I see.
I've come to your office for a job interview. I had no idea how attractive you were. Sitting across from you, I'm getting so turned on. I keep crossing and uncrossing my legs. Do you know why?
Could you give me a hint?
So you can see what I'm wearing underneath this dress. Let me just uncross them a little more slowly. There. Can you see? I want you to look.
Why don't you just tell me?
I'm wearing black panties fresh from the refrigerator.
That was my guess.
So, why don't you tell me what you want me to do around the office? Tell me exactly what it is you want.
I need you to hold it. I need to put you on hold. I need to take this call.
What about the alumni committee?
Sounds good.
Well, it's not like you'd have to do anything.
Better yet.
Great. Thanks. Are you feeling all right? You look a little flushed.
I'm fine. Fine.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. I'm back. And I can't take my eyes off your legs. And tell me again what's under your dress.
Well, Mr. Naughty, I'm wearing a pair of my husband's jockey shorts because we didn't do the laundry this week. Jennifer's away from her desk. May I take a message?
Tell her Kenneth Starr called to set an appointment for a deposition. Rainy night. We get caught in this downpour. In the distance, there's a house with a light. We get in this house, and it's empty. But there's this beautiful fireplace with a nice, warm fire.
Who built the fire?
Never mind. There's a blanket. And we take off our wet clothes and make love in front of the fire.
I like this.
And in the morning, we buy the house and own the fireplace.
What kind of sex fantasy includes escrow?
It's an alternative to spandex.
I should go.
Call me as late as you want. I'll be home in bed, wearing my boxers with happy faces.
I gotta go. DJ's waiting.
The French guy from New York?
No, he's not really French. He just has a French name.
What's he doing there?
He came out for the sale.
Uh-huh.
No, he just happens to be here, that's all.
So this is a surprise, him being there.
A complete surprise.
You didn't know he was going to be there and just forget to tell me.
You know, this must be a bad line. It almost sounded like you said something about me lying to you.
I'm sorry. When are you coming back?
Oh, I'm not sure.
But you usually have some idea.
Well, DDA is out here with the head of the company, and they're going to want to talk to me after the sale. I don't know how fast I can get away. Look, I'll call you later, okay?
Okay.
Here comes the rain to shake our rusty ship and run us aground.
Hey, there he is. So, you want to eat at Parsons or the Tidewater?
Parsons is fine.
Hey, when's Jennifer coming back?
Answer unclear. Ask again later. My car?
Yeah, sure. Hey, that guy you work for, Hicks. Do you like him?
Oh, like him. No, I respect him. I'm glad he trusts me with the job. I try to keep him happy, but do we go out shooting pool together? No. Why? Who gives?
No, I'm just thinking out loud, that's all.
About what?
The only boss I've ever had is Dad. I was just wondering what it's like to work for somebody else.
Well, I never worked for Dad, so I guess I don't know how that works. Topless?
Yeah. Well, it works great with Dad most of the time. Everything I know about the business I learned from him. And it's just lately I'm wondering if there's something else I need to learn that he can't teach me. I think I need to take chances. Like you.
I always felt like you were the lucky one. You know, you were working with him, getting the attention.
No, I am lucky, I am. I don't know, it's just driving me crazy, you know what I mean? It's just... Hey, look, don't say anything, okay? Keep your mouth shut.
Even if I knew what we were talking about, Wouldn't say a word.
Three o'clock in the morning, you growling at the lions in front of the public library.
It was my Audrey Hepburn period. I'm a little older now and a little wiser.
You wise to yourself?
Wise enough to know when a thing is over.
Oh, I miss you.
And now you're thinking we can pick up where we left off.
You left, not me. That's all right. Keeps it nice and controlled. I like that, so do you. Leaves one free to concentrate on the pleasant things. And, I recall, you thought it was very pleasant.
Yes, it was.
But that's all over now. There's nothing left. You've given your heart to Duncan.
Dennis.
You love him?
It's none of your business.
See? You can't even admit you love him because you might have to make some kind of commitment.
When did you get to be such an expert on love?
I'm French.
About as French as French dressing.
So you feel nothing for me?
We had a great deal of fun. Now it's over, and I've moved on.
So I'm just a memory, no candlelit stirrings.
No.
Prove it.
How?
Kiss me.
No way.
What, are you afraid?
I'm not afraid of you.
You should be. Because I know how you think. Neither one of us has a talent for long-term relationships. That's what makes us such a good pair. We know what questions not to ask, which domestic landmines to avoid. He wants you to move down there, doesn't he? Well, that must have you sweating bullets.
You can put a lot over with that charm of yours, but it does have its limits.
Kiss me and prove me a liar.
It's late. You got a lot of work.
Come on, it's just kissing.
Well, then what's the point?
You used to enjoy kissing me. Maybe you would again. I'm just suggesting we take this little test in case we end up living in the same city.
We don't.
We would, if Austin offered you a job in New York.
Is that something that might happen?
It could, if you wanted it. Come on, humor me. One kiss, no consequences. Double dare you.
It's Jennifer. Leave it at the beep.
Take one. Okay, take a Danish.
Oh, look what I found on the doorstep. Can we keep him?
I was just in the neighborhood and I brought you some coffee and half and half.
Thanks. This is very unexpected.
I'll just claim my Danish and withdraw.
What are you doing here?
I missed you.
I can't tell if this is sweet or obsessional.
Well, there's a fine line between the romantic and the irrational. I called you this morning at 3 a.m. and I got your machine.
I think you just crossed that line.
I was worried about you.
Well, as you can see, I'm fine.
Well, good. My fears are groundless. But where were you at 3 a.m.?
Sleeping.
Uh-huh. You know, you look different. You know, I think something happened. You could just tell me. I'm not gonna get mad. You can tell me anything.
Men always say that.
What do you mean men always say that? What men?
Men. In general.
Come on. It's all over you. Something happened, something was said, one thing led to another, and suddenly...
All right. In the spirit of an open and equal relationship, I'll tell you.
Okay.
I kissed him.
Who?
Didier.
Didier. So you kissed him. Where?
On the lips.
What was the occasion?
It was an experiment.
Like the Pepsi challenge?
It was a dare. It was stupid, and I'm not proud about doing it.
Then why did you do it?
Because he was right about me on some other matters, and I didn't want him to be right about me still being attracted to him.
You can be attracted to lots of people. Trouble starts when you do something about it.
Well, this was a way not to do anything.
In most cultures, kissing is doing something.
All right, the point is, I found out that I didn't want to do it again. But that doesn't mean you have to drive all the way down here to check up on me.
Up here, drive up here.
Okay, stop correcting me. What did you expect to find when you got up here?
I don't know. Maybe that's the reason I came to your office instead of your apartment.
It's pretty low, Dennis.
I know. Look, this is all new to me. All these emotional, sexual relationship things. I'm trying to be modern and an adult, and I'm trying to be open-minded, but there's still this part of me, this lizard brain part, you know, that nudges you into doing something you know you shouldn't do.
I know it well.
So, Tag, you're it. Next move is yours.
What do you mean the next move is mine?
I mean, I don't want to stand around here looking pathetic and resisting the urge to apologize to you because you kissed another guy. If I'm going to apologize for something, it's going to be for something that I did. So just stay here and run all the tests you want and let me know how they come out.
Why are you mad?
Because I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect guy, okay? I'm not French.
Are you asking for my permission to see Brian?
No, I don't think so, but something's got to change, doesn't it?
Things have changed, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
Why, Amy?
Nick and I stopped being a couple somewhere along the way. We stopped having fun, stopped talking, and we also stopped being intimate.
Every marriage goes through periods like that.
Last spring, I was away at a real estate seminar, and I met a man. I think that Nick and I had exchanged 12 words in the preceding 2 weeks, and this man listened. We talked, and we had drinks, and we had dinner, and...
And the next morning, you woke up in the same room?
Yeah.
Did you see him again?
No.
And you told Nick?
Yeah.
You can't put your life on hold, waiting to find out what Nick will do. Because I don't think he knows.
What happened to you?
A flock of pelicans landed in the middle of the I-5. I was stuck in the blazing sun for 3 hours. I'm so dehydrated, I feel like human jerky.
Well, you know it's safe to drink your own urine, right? I mean, you could use your ashtray as a little catch basin.
Yeah, that's what I want on a hot day. A nice, steaming ashtray of urine. What? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at somebody who's just starting to learn what women can do to you if you give them half the chance, and it is a sorry sight.
Well, I'm looking at somebody who's trying to get a handle on his new job. How's that going?
That's easier than women.
Dennis,
Trudy.
we have a committee meeting for the alumni dance, remember?
Oh, God, Trudy.
I promised I'd bring you. It won't take long.
Sure. Let me just get a clean shirt out of my desk.
Here, sign these in the men's room after you wash your hands.
Dennis Sweeney's jacket. Hello? Hello?
I feel a little guilty.
About what?
I'm the one who introduced you to Nick.
Oh my God, that's right, you did.
Stupidest thing I ever did. Meet my friend, you'll like him. And you did. Amy, you should know that there was a long time I would have done anything to buy back that introduction. Changed my life.
Changed all of our lives.
Now we're sort of back where we started.
Not quite.
I don't know what went wrong with you guys. That's none of my business, but maybe this is the way it was supposed to happen for us. Back then, it wasn't our time, but now...
Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
It was a good idea. And I think you know it.
I wonder why my dad's never mentioned you.
We met on a job. Hit it off. Thought we could work together. Well, different styles, you know. He likes to dot all the I's and cross all the T's, personally. You do that, you limit what your company can do because you're limiting what your people can do. You know, I've called your dad over the years, offered him subcontracts, but you know your old man. Once you fall from grace, you're gone.
Yeah, I've seen that.
How about why I wanted to talk to you?
Right, the job. I was thinking there are some guys I could steer your way.
You know, Nick, I haven't been entirely honest with you. Cut to the chase. I'd like to be in business with the Sweeneys again. And I think you're the guy I'm looking for.
I've got a job.
You've got a job? But have you got a career?
The simple truth is always best. C'est la vie, what's done is done. And there's somebody for everyone.
It's time to wake up.
Oh. I must have fallen asleep.
You want to go for a walk?
Where?
Just around here. I love it when it's empty like this. Why are you looking so clinched?
You mean clenched?
Maybe. Tight.
Well, I feel like somebody's gonna jump out and get me in a headlock and give me a noogie.
That happen a lot?
Only every day. I have a spot on my head where hair won't grow. That's why I can't wear a buzz cut.
Really?
No. It's a joke.
You'll be supervising the operation on Cooper Road, keeping it on track, dealing with the crews, subcontractors, suppliers. I think it's a great way for you to come into my organization.
I've never worked for anybody except my dad.
Well, maybe it's time you got a taste of the big wide world. Nick, you did what you were supposed to do. You helped your father in ways your brother couldn't. That left Dennis free to go off and find adventure. Now he's back. The way I see it, that means it's time for you to try something different.
I don't know.
You know better than you're willing to say.
This is weird.
Why is it weird?
Well, I'm walking down this hall with you. There was a time not so long ago doing this would have gotten me stuffed in a locker by your husband. I mean, he wasn't your husband then, but you get the point.
School was so rough. Why'd you go to college?
Well, college is different. Everybody's too busy figuring out their lives to take the time to beat me up.
I was supposed to go to college.
You were? Why didn't you?
Nelson's knee.
You did very well tonight. 60% overestimate. Austin wants to talk to you about doing a sale in New York. We're all going to the Stinking Rose.
You go on ahead.
What is it?
I told Dennis what happened between us the other night.
I will never understand the female propensity to confess to the drop of a hat. So, you're not coming to dinner or New York? What makes you think he's the one to change you? What makes him worth the effort to change?
Value is what someone is willing to pay, not the actual cost of the thing.
Mom said you were still here.
Hey.
Hey.
Smell like good booze.
I had dinner with Wertzman. He offered me a job, and I'm going to take it.
He's not a good man, Nick.
Well, maybe he's changed since you knew him.
People don't change. They become more of who they are.
He seems okay to me.
I worked with him. I know what he does. When it comes to cutting corners, he's king.
Is that so bad?
Have you asked him how many lawsuits he has pending?
Lawsuits?
He wants our good name.
This isn't about what he wants. This is about what I want.
What's your job gonna be?
Well, I'm gonna have a hell of a lot more responsibility than I had with you.
So this is payback?
No, sir, it's not. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm giving you notice.
You're not sorry. But you're gonna be sorry.
Nelson had a football scholarship, and I was going too. There was this picnic, and Nelson was playing football with his buddies. They were playing and drinking and getting rougher and rougher, and finally they dogpiled him. Everyone got up. Except Nelson. He torn the cartilage in his knee. Goodbye, football scholarship. People just assumed since he wasn't going, I wasn't. So I didn't.
You were afraid to go.
What if I'd gone and screwed up? I felt sort of relieved. Nelson and I got married. We found this routine, and I started thinking, well, okay, if this is what life is, it's not so terrible. Not really.
I don't understand this. I thought you were fearless. You did this cheer back in school where you were on top of a human pyramid about 4 men high, and you just leaned forward. This big smile on your face, just leaning out into nothing.
Back then, I always figured there'd be somebody to catch me. Promise me something.
If I can.
The alumni dance. This is one dance you'll come to.
Well, I'm on the committee, so I guess I have to.
It's nothing to be afraid of. It's just dancing. It's simple.
The strands in your eyes, the color them wonderful, stop me and steal my breath. And emeralds from mountains and thrust towards the sky, never revealing their depth. And tell me that we belong together, dress it out with the trappings of love. I'll be captivated, I'll hang from your lips.
We better go before we get locked in.
And I'll be your crying shoulder, I'll be love suicide, and I'll be better when I'm older, I'll be the greatest man of your life.
know how many times you can change your mind between here and San Francisco?
About 35.
I'm still sort of angry at you.
Is that what you came to tell me?
Well, I think you should know something. Girls have lizard brains, too.
Really? Because I always thought men were the only ones capable of screwing things up.
Oh, you got a lot to learn.
That's what everybody keeps telling me. What's with the boxes?
Well, I thought I would bring a few things down to make life a little more tolerable for me here. Assuming you still want me. Did you buy the house?
I made an offer.
Can I have my own room?
Just like Virginia Woolf.
Well, I will stay, but I will exact a terrible tribute.
Oh? And what would that be?
You must worship me.
Can do.
I love you.
I love you too.
Well, if this doesn't work out, we could always just kill ourselves.
We'll discuss that in the morning.
Tonight's Hyperion Bay featured music from Woody and the Blowfish and Edward McCain.